Alright there, it's your old mate Yorkie here. Welcome you back to my humble opinion, where I take a glance at the games on the monthly Humble Choice bundle, and for December 2024 we've actually got 9 games instead of 8. We've got Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, Old World, Atlas Rain Hand, Crime Boss Rocky City, I think that's called First Month Edition or something, The Invincible, Moonstone Island, Inculinari, Vember, Monster Prom 3, Monster Rock, going back to Castle Donington decades ago now. Alright, so of these, I've claimed all of the keys, so I can have a look at them in the coming months. Coming days. Not my day today, is it? Except for Old World and Inculinari, both of which I won't be looking at because I've already got. So when those come up, there's a free key for whoever grabs it first. Start with Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Team Reptile brings you Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, a future world from the mind of Dion Costa, where self-styled graffiti crews, equipped with personal boost packs, are battling each other for control of the streets. Start your own cipher and dance, paint graffiti, collect beats, combo your tricks, and face off with the cops to stake your claim to the sprawling metropolis of New Amsterdam. Red is a graffiti writer who lost his head, and instead uses a cyberhead to get around. In search of his roots, he joins the Bomb Rush crew, Trice and Bell. Together they decide to go all city and become the best graffiti crew in the city. The more territory they gain, the more they discover who it was that cut off Red's head, and how deep his human side is linked to the graffiti world. Facts. Explore 5 main boroughs in the city to hit graffiti spots and get rep. So it's based on New York, essentially, then. You'll need to challenge the rival crews to a crew battle. Find new members to join your crew around the city. Spread around are also graffiti pieces to paint, outfit colours, and music to play on your flip phone. I hope it's not not classified. Copywritten. Use skateboarding, inline skating, or BMX style tricks in the unique environment-based trick system. Extend your combos with manuals, or get even higher scores by incorporating special boost tricks. You can get boost power for doing long combos, so the fastest way to move is also the most stylish. Dynamic, militarized police that scales up as you advance. Let's go to VT. There's a couple of them to watch. I mean, the graphics look cool. It's a bit hard to see what's gameplay and what's not, because on some of this, like that, it looks good, but on some of these, cameras all over the place. It'd be a nightmare to try and control it like that. Guess we'll have to see. Yeah, it looks like it could be fun, but if the camera keeps shooting in front of what you're trying to control, that's not going to be good. Let's have a look. VT2. The videos have included, it's not actually VT, that's videotape, but the videos have included are flashy. They don't really show me enough to get an idea of the game at all. I'm looking forward to when we have a let's try of it, but I don't know what to expect, to be perfectly honest. It is 98% overwhelmingly positive, so that's good. Action Indie Adventure, Team Reptile, $40 game. The next is Old World. First one to claim it, that key's available. Strategy Emulation, Hooded Horse / Mohawk Games, $40. The Ancient Era Calls. Old World is a historical game where you lead your empire through multiple generations, building a grand legacy to last beyond your own years. This is an era of great leaders, from the revered to the feared, Which will you be? Family matters. Marry for politics, raise your heirs, and manage your relationships with the families of your kingdom. In the fast and furious world of kings and queens, family matters. Each of the 7 kingdoms has 4 noble families that provide various benefits when put in charge of your cities. Now, while that's true, if I remember rightly, when I used to play back in early access, I think you can only have 3 of them in charge of your city, and 1 you basically choose not to use, something like that. Of course, things could have changed from then. It was early access when I played. Manage family ties through events, actions, marriages to keep them happy and reap additional benefits. Upset them or make them too powerful and risk their ire. Maintain a strong family unit or distract yourself with more realistic adventures. Character driven. The world is full of great characters with distinct personalities, strengths, and weaknesses. Use them to forge your kingdom, defend your borders, and build ties with other leaders. Seek out and recruit famed warriors, philosophers, builders, and more. Have them tutor your children, lead your armies, and further your reign. Different personality archetypes allow your court members to perform different tasks in similar roles. Find the right combinations to take full advantage of governors, diplomats, spymasters, and even your spouse. Characters develop new personalities and traits over time, growing old and gaining experience, and finally falling ill and passing away, leaving room for the next generation. One way I've heard it described, by the way, is kind of a mix of a Civ 6 style game and a Crusader King style game. That doesn't really accurately capture it, but it gives you the basic idea. You've got elements of the 4X and elements of the grand strategy mixed. A world to discover. Unsettled tribes, barbarian marauders, and remnants of previous cultures are all waiting in the vast unexplored wilderness. Discover artifacts and great heroes of the past at ruins scattered across the map. Experience over 3,000 unique events inspired by history and mythology. Contact with foreign dignitaries triggers event chain stories and courtroom drama. Pursue ambitions and legacies related to conquest, develop faith, and more. Historically inspired scenarios, weekly challenge games, and a choice between randomly generated and handcrafted maps to explore. Some of that wasn't in early access, so I don't know how it's been updated since then. Lead Carthage's victorious Hannibal in the Punic Wars, hold your own against barbarian hordes, or compete against other players in tackling fictional scenarios. Reinventing the wheel. Why do things the way they've always been done? Old World brings a new take to key elements of the 4X strategy genre. Go beyond traditional resources. Buildings are made of wood and stone, not industry. Population doesn't grow off food alone. Orders are a resource shared across your realm. Instead of moving every unit once per turn, each unit can be moved multiple times until fatigued or orders are depleted. Technological advancement is not predetermined. Randomization helps keep technology trees feeling fresh with each new playthrough. Quality of life improvements, such as the ability to undo mistaken commands and nested tooltips, ensure you're always making informed decisions. Play with friends in countless multiplayer modes, from hot seat to asynchronous to cloud play. Experience a Grammy-nominated soundtrack, blending Arabic music with contemporary influences. Mods further open up infinite options for new worlds, empires, and dynasties, inspired by our real world and by works of fiction as well. Yeah, mods always get a bit crazy, don't they? Which can be fun. There's only one video for this. Let's have a look at it, shall we? This is accurate to what the map looks like. It looks like they are showing gameplay. At least as I recall it. It was fun when I played it. But I just haven't been drawn back to it since. I don't know why. I think part of it is the selection of civilizations you can play. So your Mediterranean area ones mostly. You've got Rome, Carthage, Egypt, Greece, I think Persia and Babylon, something like that. Forget who the others are. Well, there's a small number and they never really added to them, unfortunately. It makes sense if you're focusing on the area to have that. Well, like say Civ 6 and Humankind, where you've got a vast number of different ones to choose from. But they just weren't really ones that interested me that much. The game was fun. So whoever picks it up, I hope you enjoy yourself. It may be a lot better than it was as I remember it. Right, moving on. Atlas Fallen, Reign of Sand. This is action adventure RPG, focus, entertainment, and deck 13. $39.99, so another $40 game. I have claimed this one already. 74% very positive. 74% is not massive. Let's have a read. Reign of Sand, the ultimate version of Atlas Fallen. In solo or co-op, experience Reign of Sand, the ultimate version of Atlas Fallen. Ride the sands of a timeless land and defeat legendary monsters in spectacular action RPG combat using devastating powers. Master the sand to manifest devastating weapons and harvest the essence of your enemies to customize your own playstyle. Open a new era for humanity in a narrative campaign, playable solo or in cooperation with a friend. Break your chains, unleash the storm. Expanded world, new enemies, revamped progression, new quests. The world of Atlas Fallen is enriched by this major, entirely free update. I'm hoping it's standalone, I assume it is. Enjoy new voice acting, a reworked campaign, and face even more formidable creatures armed with new essence stones. Persevere in your adventure with a long-awaited new game plus, and challenge the gods with the nightmarish difficulty mode. Many more surprises and improvements await you in this content-rich new version. Tame the sands of a unique fantasy universe. Surf the dunes of this desolate world to unravel its mysteries and free your people from oppression. It's a perfect time to start your adventure thanks to a revamped progression, a narrative campaign with reworked voice acting. With a new nightmare mode available in New Game Plus, being 2 won't be too much to fight the gods. Being 2. I assume that's co-op, is it? Yeah. But I don't play co-op. Take on the new challenges of Thelos and face unprecedented legendary monsters with unique abilities. Forge your playstyle, unleash the power of your gauntlet. Forge your legend with a fluid, dynamic, and completely customizable combat system. Reign of Sand completes your arsenal with essence stones and armors infused by unprecedented effects. I mean, it's not telling me much before it's beyond it's an interesting RPG setting. So let's see.
The life source of our world sleeps in the sands.
The gauntlet has been found by an unnamed.
For eons, humanity has been slaved to their will.
I assume these are the two player characters and said you can play with their friend.
And fall.
So I assume it's the guy and the woman.
Gauntlet bearer.
The lowest of us are denied even names. Every day they die. And yet Thelos remains indifferent. This endless cycle will persist into eternity, unless someone were to rise from the storm.
are so many willing to die for Thelos. I hope we are on the right side of history.
With this gauntlet, you bear the
Very much darker than the bright, toony world of the Group one.
Long before this world became what it is today, gods walked Atlas, but these were not simpler times.
These creatures, they will not let me leave this place. You cannot escape.
You can't do that, cat. That hurt. All right. Yeah, it's going to be fun to look at least. We'll see what it turns out to be when we have an actual look at it. Crime Boss Rocky City, First Month Edition. All right. Crime Boss Rocky City First Month Edition includes Crime Boss Rocky City, and it looks like 4 DLCs. Welcome to 90s Rocky City. Heist, loot, and shoot your way to the top of the criminal underworld. Build your criminal empire in the single-player roguelike campaign, or put together a crew with your friends in action-packed co-op multiplayer heists. Heist, steal, or rob it all. And rob it all. Become a notorious criminal legend in the tension-packed, over-the-top, first-person shooter. Use a wide variety of weapons and equipment to combat police forces and rival gangs, while you make off with a score. Go guns blazing or undetected with immersive stealth gameplay in highly randomized heists. Build your squad and successfully rob banks, hold up stores, raid armored trucks, and more. The game comes with numerous big and medium heists, dozens of quick jobs, and a variety of turf war battles. Choose from 3 difficulty options to match your skill level. This actually seeming a lot more. What does it say up top? Action. Yeah, it seems more like action than story-rich RPG type thing. New adventures await, buddy. After the demise of the previous crime boss, the city is yours for the taking. Welcome to Rocky City, Florida. City full of quirky characters, 90s gangster pop culture, and cheesiest dialogues this side of VHS. Take on the role of the legendary Travis Baker in a single-player roguelike campaign. Earn money in heists, manage your team of criminals, and conquer the other gang's territories to rule the underworld of Rocky City. Every strategic decision has its consequences, but failure doesn't mean it's over. Unlock permanent buff cards to help you make the next run and complete your objective. Can your crime empire take over the city before Sheriff Norris stops you in your tracks? Be the top dog, solo or with friends. Create and customize your own boss and become a true crime legend. Play offline with helpful bots, or team up with friends in 4-player PvE co-op multiplayer. Earn money and experience in single missions, shuffle mode, or the mini-campaigns in Urban Legends. Find a reliable crew using quick play matchmaking, session browser, or by inviting your friends. Unlocks weapons, equipment, skins, and teammates by gaining XP and completing missions across single and multiplayer modes. I'm guessing this is mostly built for multiplayer. The single sounds like it might just be tacked on, and it might be more action-oriented than story-driven. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be liking this, or it might be outside my wheelhouse. But it's going to be an interesting let's look. Oh, I forgot to look at the VT, didn't I? The video.
A light amidst all the darkness. Welcome to Kanyali Industries. We will guide you to a new era of peace and prosperity.
Lethal force authorized.
The future starts now.
Blah, blah. This.
Welcome to your end, Baker. To the new Rocky City.
I mean, it looks stylish, but the description might be outside my wheelhouse. We'll see.
Well, new adventures await, buddy.
Moving on. We have The Invincible. I'm not going to look at all of these. I'll just look at the first one. Maybe two. Action Indie Adventure, 11-bit studio, Starwood Games. $30 this one. It's rated 88%. Not everything everywhere is for us. You are a highly qualified, sharp-witted astrobiologist named Yasna. Being entangled in the space race, you and your crew end up on the unexplored planet Regis 3. The scientific journey quickly turns into a search mission for lost crewmates. Follow its trail, but be fully aware that every decision you make can bring you closer to danger. On her journey, Yasna will face decisions that will shape the outcome of the story. Help her make difficult choices and witness one of 11 possible endings to the deeply philosophical story. Alright, so this seems story-rich. I do like decisions in the story as well. Discover fragments of what's lost and report to your astrogator. Let these boys aid you during hard times when humanity's greatest threats emerge. The latter will force you to rethink mankind's ambitions and biases. Go on, make decisions, follow the mystery, but remember not to underestimate the brutal simplicity and brilliance of evolution. Robots, people, choose whether to interact with different creatures on Regis 3 or how to do it. Friend or companion, enemy. You never suspected what these words might really mean before you got here. Immerse yourself in the atom punk atmosphere by using various tools such as a telemeter or a tracker, and drive a vehicle through a stunning landscape. Experience realistic interactions with analog technologies in a retro-futuristic timeline. The Invincible is a first-person game based on the motives of The Invincible, an iconic novel in the world-known hard science fiction author of world-known hard science fiction author and Polish futurologist Stanislaw Lem. Don't know it, I'm sorry, mate. There are places like Regis 3 not prepared for us, and which we are not prepared. Still, our spacecraft inevitably come closer to the destination for our stories and fates to cross in a dead spot. Alright, let's take a look at video. It sounds like it's story rich, so it could be fun, it could be interesting. Not showing much of it right now. We'll see what else is.
You became an astronaut because the cosmos terrifies you.
No. Because I want to understand it someday. Or at least find as many answers as possible.
Looks quite nice, and let's say I'm interested to see what the choices are, what's going on. The graphics seem a mix of more painted or cartoony graphics and more, shall we say, pseudo-realistic. I don't know, realistic's not really the word, is it? But, you know, what could seem
we
real.
shouldn't behave here as if we were at home.
For a long time now, the cosmos has
Show what to
belonged
make
to
of
the
that
one
mix.
strong species. Humans.
So, there was life here before. Everything that happened here overwhelms me.
Not every mission ends in success, Doctor.
True.
We have to save what we can. Save you.
What is there to understand? We have to destroy it. Even if it means destroying everything.
Looking forward to giving it a let's try. Seem like there's some very interesting ones on this month. Let's move on. Moonstone Island, indie adventure RPG, Raw Fury Studios Supersoft. $20 game. It's rated 85%, which is good. Again, this is one we've redeemed. Moonstone Island is a creature collecting life sim set in an open world with 100 islands to explore. Make friends, brew potions, collect spirits, and test your strengths in card-based encounters to complete your alchemy training. I nearly said archery. Spend time on islands in the sky. Following your village's tradition, you must move to an island in the sky to complete your alchemy training. Armed with a team of nature spirits, magical potions, and the support of your new friends, you'll explore ancient temples, dangerous dungeons, and hostile biomes to uncover the dark secrets of Moonstone Island. Befriend NPCs, become a member of the community, go on dates, fall in love, and marry the villager of your dreams. Build a new home on any of the 100 islands in your procedurally generated world. Grow crops and flowers to brew potions and tame spirits. Cultivate ingredients to cook your fave dishes for fun and a stat bonus. Customize, decorate your home, and make it uniquely yours with over 300 decorations. Travel by balloon, broom, and glider through the unique biomes to reach the outer edges of the world to uncover the secrets of your floating home in the sky. Tame and befriend. Will you two calm down? Sorry, the dog and cat are going to go at each other. Tame and befriend wild spirits to fight alongside you. Over 70 spirits to tame. Discover and explore dungeons to earn upgrades, collect loot, and uncover secrets. Or take on the Infi Dungeon for never-ending battles and rewards. Optimize your character with unique skills and upgrades. Craft dozens of items and vehicles. I'm not usually into the monster collector games, but sometimes they look good. Since we launched on September 20th, 2023, we've been working hard to add more functionality. Ow, cat! Clawed my hand. Including cooking, 41 new cards, over 50 new and decorative items, marriage, Infinity Dungeon, more quality of life improvements than we can count. And there's more coming 2024 and 25. Well, we're near the end of 2024, so it's obviously added more than that. Let's, oops, I forgot to look at the thing. Sorry, distracted by the cat attacking my arm. Oh, it's pixel art. That's already enough. Sounds like there's a lot to the game, but this art style is not my favourite at all. Now, it might be the gameplay is so good I don't care in the end. But most likely this is going to be a good game if it wasn't me. Let's look though, we'll see how it goes. I have been surprised by games before. But so far, I think it's going to hit too many of my offs to be a good game for me. Anyway, moving on. Inculinati. This is another key for someone, whoever grabs it first, enjoy your game. Indie strategy, Daedalic Entertainment, Yaza Games, $25. This one I played, but it never really hit me well. It's got enough to it that I think it's a decent game. Just wasn't really for me in the end. Inculinati is a turn-based strategy game inspired by medieval manuscripts. Draw your army of beasts and spill the ink of your enemy. Defeat medieval superstars and collect perks to unleash hidden powers. Being a master of the quill isn't easy, so make sure you're focused and plan every move wisely. Embark on your journey and become the greatest Inculinati of all time. What's the rating on it? 88. So yeah, I'd say it did seem to be a good game. It just wasn't hitting me right. Challenging turn-based strategy. Don't let the looks fool you. Inculinati is a game of nuance and brain-sizzling challenge that will test even the most hardened strategists. And as every hardened armchair general knows, it all starts with your units, which we call beasts. There are multiple deadly and bizarre beasts to unlock. They all have their special individual skills as well as class-specific abilities, causing different effects. And when these beasts work in unison, a symphony of destruction, death, until the literal apocalypse will endure. It's not just your beasts that can cause havoc and damage. There are special battle-tide turning actions performed by the Inculinati masters themselves, such as yourself. Use your unique hand actions to smash the opponent units. Draw obstacles to create barriers. Relocate your units with a move of your finger. Or explode your troops to create pure chaos. Just remember, your opponent can do it too. And to keep it more interesting, such Inculinati master can have their own set of talents too that can help win battles. But wait, there's more. You will need to adapt your tactics to every battle. Each battlefield is its own domain, with its own particular dangers that you should watch out for, and opportunities that you can use. Look out for the objects that are scattered across the battlefield, such as exploding pots of beans, travelling hell's moors, clouds of blessings, and use them to your advantage. And just when you think you have a handle on the battle, an apocalyptic event can come in and flip all your plans upside down. We're talking fires, plagues, and Memento Mori himself. However, when all hope is lost and you're on the ropes, an apocalypse might just be what you need to turn the tide in your favour. There are different difficulty levels to choose from depending on your cunning, know-how. So even younglings will be Inculinati masters in due time. And for those that want to know the ins and outs, you can learn how to master it all in our academy mode, where we teach step by step all the nuances to win every battle. Single player campaign that's always different. Yeah, it was randomly generated, I believe. Uncover the mystery and secrets of the Inculinati and face such opponents as Hildegard, Dante Alighieri, and more. Go out into the world and start your adventure. Fight the biggest Inculinati master in the land. Tame the untamed beasts. Build your ultimate army. And try to bring back your master from the clutches of death. And most importantly, finish your grand quest with the biggest party that the Middle Ages have ever seen. The best adventures are those of your own. In journey mode, you will create and develop your own character. As any aspiring Inculinati master, you will get to create your own Inculinati character. During your journey, you will learn the secret techniques of drawing new beasts and Inculinati hand actions, allowing you to choose the composition of your army. You can be a brave knight that has no fear, or a nun who, with the power of prayer, can confuse her enemies and heal their own servants. Those styles and many more are waiting to be discovered and made your own. Express yourself. On your journey, you won't just battle against other Inculinati masters. You'll face untamed wild beasts, go against beast lairs, Meet interesting characters such as bards and talking geese. Visit shops, scriptoriums, and loads more. It is one heck of an adventure. Local PvP modes to duel your friends or foes. And Culinati will bring you back to the golden era of hot seat mode. Face your friends, family or foes and decide who is the greatest Culinati master in the house. Choose your army, talents in Culinati Master, the battlefield, and other criteria and options, and face a battle that will be remembered for the ages. Inspired by real-life medieval marginalia. 700 years in the making, finally these bizarre art pieces can come alive in a video game and show that medieval people also had their memes, and that they laughed from the same silly things that we do today. You'll see sword-wielding rabbits, dogs with spears, trumpets lodged in bottoms, human eating snails, and much more. Yep, you will. Alright, let's go to video. I think it's a great
live and die
concept.
by the quill, for it is ink that gives and takes life away. The hand that wields the quill rules the battlefield. It shapes history. The ink shall flow like a river, cleansing wickedness. We are the Inculinati, and we draw as if there is no tomorrow. And I, who wield the quill, shall become the greatest Inculinati of them all.
I hope whoever gets it really enjoys it. I say it wasn't for me.
Ink knows no
but
mercy
it definitely has
or
something
honor.
to it.
We do whatever it takes to
I can
succeed.
see why it's highly rated.
Now, who is taking so long here to... Oh, wait, it's my turn. Out now.
Moving on. We're down to the last two. $15 is Vemba, Indie Adventure Simulation, Visay Games. I have claimed this one already, as also the last one has been claimed. Vemba is a narrative cooking game about family, love and loss. Play as Vemba, a South Indian immigrant mother, connecting with her son through the language of food. It's a short and sweet cinematic experience that can be enjoyed in 1 to 2 hour sitting. Oh, so it really is short. Cook and learn authentic dishes from regional South Indian cuisine. Idlis, dosas and biryani. Whether you're a new or regular enjoyer of South Indian cuisine, there's something delectable to discover. Vemba's cooking puzzles. As you piece together a tattered recipe book, cook authentic dishes inspired by real-life cuisine. Once you've cooked them in-game, try cooking them in real life. With a brand new in-game cookbook. Discover a heartfelt story of family, love and loss. As you restore lost recipes, discover a story of a family over the years as they grow and change through a journey of love and loss. Join a mother, father and their son as they reckon with culture, self-discovery and acceptance. I mean, it sounds like it could be a good game, but at 1 to 2 hours, how can you cover all this? Jammed, catchy tunes inspired by Tamil music. Move over lo-fi beats. Cook along to Vemba's unique original soundtrack, inspired by Tamil music throughout the ages. And when you can't get enough, return to the newly added in-game radio to listen to the OST on demand. Feast your eyes on delicious visuals. Vemba's warm, stylized art brings the game's food and story to life. So good you can almost taste it. It's 93% rated. Alright, let's go to VT. Let's go to video. The art style's not great, but it's not bad. It's not too bad. For such an indie game, at least. But I can't shake that 1 to 2 hours. There's no time to do anything. So how can you be learning lots of recipes, following a story, and everything else? I guess when we have a quick let's look, we'll find out. And the final one of the month, Monster Prom 3 Monster Road Trip. $12, so same price as the Humble Bundle. Indie Strategy Simulation, beautiful glitch. I have played Monster Prom 1 and 2. They're okay. They weren't fantastic, but they were fun. Hit the road with Monster Prom 3 Monster Road Trip, a vibrant sequel that twists the Monster Prom formula in an exciting new way. At its core, this is a very similar game, a multiplayer narrative adventure full of... You can play single player, by the way, which is what I do. Full of colourful characters and fresh, funny dialogues. But this time, the goal isn't getting a date, but surviving a road trip. Although you can still score a date if you play wisely. You and up to 3 friends will face all kinds of wacky conflicts, choosing from options in order to manage your road trip resources. If a resource is 0, you can kiss your road trip goodbye. But fulfill the right requirements, and you may reach one of the dreamy destinies that will put an epic end to this quest. What can you expect from the Monster Road Trip? The signature style of the Monster Prom franchise, unique, charming characters and irreverent humour. A co-op narrative adventure with survival mechanics. You can play with friends both through local and online multiplayer. Yes, there's still the option of dating. This time flirting is not the core of the game, but you can still get a date with Polly, Scott, or one of the 10 plus available hitchhikers by the end of the game. Tons of beautiful art like you have never seen before in this series. Seriously, there's a lot of art packed in here. Even if it's a co-op game, there's a social competitive aspect that will provide a thrill for the game. Choosing how... I wonder if you can play this one multiplayer. I hope you can. Single player. I hope you can. Choosing how much to seek your own benefit and how much to focus on the group goal. Several brand new characters and some beloved characters from previous games will be making a comeback. Radio stations to choose from, with different music genres to build a perfect mood. Let's go to video.
Dear Diary, this road trip has been amazing. There have been so many wacky shenanigans traveling with Polly and Scott. We're usually in mortal danger, but it's fun. Dear Diary, Vicky might be the best road trip planner ever. She planned several landmarks and places for us to visit. She brought us to some hot springs where we got to chill out. Then to a fancy Mer Kingdom ball. And even to a rodeo where we got to see some
it's still got the fun aspect that it had before.
Dear Diary, the other day we visited a nerd convention and Zoe was there. We had lots of fun and even got matching cosplay. And you know what? She ended up joining the trip. We've been talking a lot lately, and I feel I'm getting to know her a lot better. I don't know. I think I like her. Dear Diary, today we reached our destination, the City of Vice. It was so worth it. We partied so hard that the next day we only had blurry memories of what happened. But we salvaged some pics, and I can tell you, it was wild. Dear Diary, this road trip has been wonderful. So many adventures, so many feelings. I wasn't ready for something as amazing as this.
Are you ready? Welcome to Monster Road Trip. It's a cooperative narrative survival adventure. Will you manage your resources well enough to avoid losing? Join forces with your friends to reach a mind-blowing destination, or compete to see who's a lame loser and who's the MVP. One thing is for sure, this will be a journey full of strange places, wacky misadventures, and hot monsters you can meet, and even date. Pack your bags and get ready for the Monster Road Trip.
Who's for the road trip? Yeah, it should be fun to look at, but I don't know how far we'll go with it. And that, I believe, is it for this month, isn't it? Yep, back to Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. There's a number that I'm looking forward to. Obviously, Old World and Inculinati, whoever grabs that, enjoy yourself. Moonstone Island, I don't think I'm going to enjoy. I think it's going to be outside my wheelhouse. Vember and Monster Road Trip, they could be okay. I'm not sure. I don't think they're going to be anything deep, and so I'm not expecting too much from them. But the other four, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, Atlas Fallen, Reign of Sand, Crime Boss Rock A City. Well, it looks like it's pure action, so that might not be good for me. And The Invincible. These three, I'm really looking forward to seeing. This one, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing. And we'll see on the others. I'll have a look at them over the next few days to weeks. And we'll see where we go from there. If I like them, they'll be up for vote for carrying on. Or I'll just put them on a Yorkie's choice. See you around.